The Third Generation Curse, Why UHNW Families Fail, and How to Redesign the Architecture of Legacy, an essay on the paradox of wealth.
Welcome to the XFO Intelligence Podcast channel, Family Office Complex Q series, where we dive deep into the intricacies of generational wealth and legacy. Today, we're tackling one of the most critical issues for ultra-high net worth families, the third generation curse. We've all heard the proverb, shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves in 3 generations. The founder builds the fortune, the second generation maintains it, if they're lucky, and by the time the third generation takes over, the wealth often dissolves. Studies show that 70% of family wealth is lost by the second generation, and a staggering 90% by the third. Families invest in top-notch financial advisors, legal structures, and family constitutions. Yet still, the wealth disappears. Not because of investment mistakes or taxes, but because the system that should create capable heirs often does the opposite. So why does this happen? Because the true problem is not financial literacy, not governance, and not even behavior. It's the entire architecture of how wealth and family develop over generations. At the individual level, when wealth removes discomfort, heirs don't develop self-regulation skills. They never learn to tolerate uncertainty, delay gratification, or deal with failure. At the parent-child level, love often shifts from provision to prevention. Parents eliminate obstacles, shielding kids from consequences. Problem-solving and accountability never take root. At the family office level, the professionals handle everything financial, further sidelining heirs from real decision-making. Without developing financial fluency or governance skills, heirs become passive participants. At the societal level, insulation from reality and inequality corrodes legitimacy. Heirs lose empathy, social fluency, and the ability to authentically engage. Attempts at philanthropy often ring hollow. All of these levels form a pattern, a self-reinforcing cycle. The dependency of heirs escalates as families try to help them. Without a strong identity, heirs face an existential vacuum, seeking external stimulation or consumption. The competence trap emerges as the family office takes on too much, leaving heirs disconnected. And legitimacy erodes as society sees heirs contributing little of real value. Complicating it all is the delay. The cause and effect are separated by decades. By the time a family notices that an heir lacks resilience, financial fluency, or purpose, it's often too late for easy fixes. So why do conventional approaches fail? Because they only address symptoms, not the deeper underlying patterns. Financial education without identity work leaves heirs competent but directionless. Governance structures without true capability become bureaucratic shells. Imposing challenges without legitimacy triggers resistance, not growth. And interventions often start too late, after the optimal developmental window has closed. So how do we fix it? By focusing on 5 key developmental stages, starting early and working together. Stage 1 is building identity, between the ages of 15 and 20. Before anything else, heirs need to know who they are beyond the family fortune. They need to experiment with different environments, values, and experiences. The key here is for the heir to answer, who am I, separate from what I was given? Stage 2, from ages 18 to 25, is friction immersion. Heirs must experience challenges that are scaled to their abilities, with real consequences, and with their input on how those challenges are designed. Stage 3, from 22 to 28, is purpose discovery, helping heirs find where their talents, passions, and societal needs intersect. Families need to help them explore, not dictate their purpose. Stage 4, around ages 25 to 35, is graduated authority. Heirs should begin taking on real financial and governance responsibilities, step by step, proving capability at each stage. Finally, Stage 5, 30 and beyond, is mission integration. Heirs launch their own ventures, using wealth as a tool to pursue their purpose. This isn't about taking over the family business. It's about contributing to the family legacy in their own authentic way. All of this requires a major rethinking of the family office. It can't just preserve wealth. It must actively develop human capital. This means separating financial management from human development, with dedicated mentors and developmental experts. We also have to rethink the parental role. Parents need to learn the difference between protecting from harm and allowing productive struggle. Letting heirs face challenges isn't neglect, it's a gift. Ultimately, the goal isn't just wealth preservation. It's building a family that grows stronger through challenges, an anti-fragile dynasty that doesn't just endure, but evolves. Thank you for listening to today's episode of the XFO Intelligence Podcast, Family Office Complex Q Series. If you found value in this discussion, we invite you to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and share it with others who might benefit. We'd also love to hear from you. Send us your feedback or questions at xfointelligence.gmail.com. And if you're interested in more content like this, or want to learn about our Thought Leadership on Demand service, reach out. We'd be happy to provide more details. A quick disclaimer before we wrap up. The content shared here is for informational purposes only, and not intended as financial, legal, or professional advice. Always consult with qualified advisors before making decisions. Thanks again for joining us. Until next time, keep redefining legacy.